we have here Damiana Garcia.
Hello. Oh, Melissa, it's such a pleasure to be here.
It's such a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, when you called me up, I said I will be tickled, I'll be thrilled, and I'll be delighted to have a tete-a-tete on a lovely afternoon.
How have you been holding up with all this isolation? Are you with your sweetie?
I am blessed. I do have a sweetie in my life, and it's my sweet, sweet Frappuccino.
Oh.
And she is delicious, and I order her every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to say, I you know what, I am one of those Starbucks orderers. I kind of make my own drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's very specific, and they know me at my local Starbucks.
What is your drink?
Well, here's the thing. It's like 3 packs of Splenda.
Uh-huh.
Because I like it sweet, sugar-free sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's my sweetie. And it's strawberry creme with a little extra cardamom. A little cardamom. Yeah.
I love cardamom. It's one of my favorites. Do you have any other spices that you enjoy?
Yeah, and these, and I have my own little spice rack at home, so I serve to taste. And once it's here, I'm sprinkling in all sorts of, I've got a little, just Earl Grey. I just opened tea bags of Earl Grey.
I love Earl Grey. Do you sometimes just eat it? Like, I have a habit of eating it like from the spoonful.
Oh, okay. We are on the same page.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best?
Yes. And I had it in, I'm trying to quit coffee myself. And so I take some gum and, put the Earl Grey in the gum. Or like I'll take a piece of gum, take a spoonful of Earl Grey, and then chew it up. And that just sets me up. It's like, I heard there was caffeine gum, but I think this has more texture.
Oh, that's good. There's a little crunch.
The crunch, yeah. Have you tried that?
I haven't. And thank you for that hack. I'm going to do this life hack because I love a crunchy gum.
Yes.
It adds something to the experience.
It does. And gum really is an experience. What I like about it is an experience that involves all the senses. Like, it involves, what are the senses again? Sight, ear, hearing, third eye intuition.
Ooh,
it's a very underrated sense, I have to say.
It is, and it's really, in our culture, it's very undervalued.
Do you have a lot of intuition about this new presidential outfit, given that it's the age of Aquarius?
Oh, good. Yes. This is something it really resonates with me. I feel like there was a lot of symbolism there, and it's Jill Biden has this sky blue. Because we're gonna fly high in the sky. We're gonna fly high. We're gonna soar.
Yes, because when they go low, we soar.
We soar. And I loved when Michelle Obama said that. She said, "When they go low, we soar."
We soar. I know. She said it like that. That was what I loved. The cadence of her voice.
Yes.
They soar.
Soar. Exactly. And I think it's stayed with me as well. Verbatim. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, it's a beautiful message. And I think
it's the mantra of the nation. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, not at all. I think so. I think these are the words that are going to carry us forward and in a beautiful way. And
it's good
I think maybe the message there is we got to tap into our inner queen. We've all got to be our inner queen, and we've got to soar.
Exactly. I definitely agree. And speaking of, ladies, what did you think of Bjork's swan dress from the
Oh,
Oscars of
yes.
the 90s?
This is something I've reflected upon, and I am all for it. I'm very supportive of this vision,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she could have gone even further. Is my
Uh-huh.
note. I have a note for Bjork because maybe because at the park sometimes if you give swans bread, well,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I heard we're not supposed to give them bread, but maybe that's part of the problem. But I've
Mm-hmm.
heard some
They
they
need
get very they can get very aggressive and they can be very on the attack and they want to get more bread.
uh-huh.
And I think maybe at the Oscars, maybe she could have gone into like a you know
Like the evil army of me swan attack that wants
yes,
that. So it's when they get the bread. That's
when they get the bread and they want another piece.
uh-huh. So she wants bread.
She wants bread. Yeah. And I think that would have been my note for for her designer, her team,
Mhm.
maybe work that in because it was very cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. And then I was also thinking, because it was the 90s, they didn't have, as much technology as they do now. But I mean, she could have really soared as a swan. She could have had a rocket ship.
Yes. Yes. She could have flown above the carpet and
Hmm.
kind of flown and she did drop that egg that was very inspired, but there could have been lots of eggs and they could have flown and
Uh-huh.
shot out.
And broken on the participants, and the participants could be covered in yolk, glitter, like
Exactly. I think that would have, we could have seen, Anthony Hopkins. We could have seen Glenn Close. We could have seen uh,
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon with just the yolk,
Uh-huh,
you
covered in
know,
yolk,
covered in.
like different colored yolk.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
That would have been amazing. That would, so, it's like Bjork. It's just a note. It's just a,
Yeah, it's just a note.
yeah,
She's human.
yeah. I mean, it was cool what she did. It was
Mhm.
cool what she did.
It was
But,
cool what she did too. Kudos for that.
yes, by all means.
Hmm.
She could have flown and she could have dropped eggs on everyone's heads and she could have just doused them in yolk
Exactly.
and ruining their outfits.
Ruining their outfits, and that would be a really effective way to communicate.
Yes. Yes. And just to say, hello, here
Hello.
I am.
Exactly. Here's my yoke,
Yeah.
like look at me, because
And
every yoke is important.
yes. And
Every
that would have
yoke
been
has its own message.
exactly. Exactly. And should be celebrated. And
And they represent the menstrual cycle of the bird.
yes.
That's poetic if you think about it. If you think
Oh,
about York, I mean, come on.
that's so true.
Yeah.
And I have to confess, I don't think enough about the menstrual cycles of birds.
Yeah.
And I think,
You should
yeah,
put it in your calendar.
like a good hour, a solid hour block a day to
Mhm.
reflect upon the menstruation of birds. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's done and done. Thank you. That's going on my calendar. That's going to my iCalendar.
Okay, I'm really happy to hear that, because it's important that
Yeah.
we have strong, independent women like yourself reflecting on really serious issues.
Yes, exactly. And I think it's because I when and the thing is now that I don't go to the supermarket in person anymore in this pandemic, I can't throw eggs at other shoppers anymore.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah. That that sucks. Like,
it
what are you
sucks.
doing for an outlet to, like, replace that? Do you throw eggs at your sweet frappuccinos?
Well, yes. I throw it at the Frappuccino and at myself. I just
Mhm.
scream and throw eggs at myself in my face.
Well, it was great having you.
Oh,
It's always a joy to see you, and
oh yeah, no, it was Melissa. Thank you so much. It's been such a joy and a pleasure for me to be here speaking with you today.